How's it going, everybody? It's Ryan here, going to go over Smolov Jr. episode number 3. That's what I got going on, and I have it done in a way of a similar TV show. It's called Sound Effects NFL Videos. It's a TV show where they do voiceovers during plays or in between plays of players talking to each other. And it sort of feels like that. It's kind of cool because I'm talking to myself in between sets. I have a lavalier microphone attached to my shirt, and I'm saying things. Some things are pretty decent amounts of wisdom. Some are just random thoughts, how I felt about each set. Some of it's during the set. So let me know what you think. We'll love to hear your opinion. And let's get on to the video. This episode is brought to you by Audible.com. I'm going to make a book recommendation. If you don't have Audible, you can get a free trial and get this free book. It's called Total Recall by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's one of my favorite books, favorite listens. Talks about his life story, kind of how he got into bodybuilding, how he beat his opponents, how he became a millionaire before he made it big as an actor, about cheating on his wife, about what else was there? Him and Serge, how they kind of try to make ends meet because they don't make a whole lot. They don't make no money doing bodybuilding. I mean, just him learning English, him getting a degree, him getting into acting. I mean, it's kind of crazy actually. It's a really great story. So if you're into that kind of thing, take a look in the description, click the link, subscribe. But let's go on to the video.
So I'm recording some sound clips as I work out in between sets or as I rest in between sets. And the reason for this mainly is because it seems like I don't come up with anything good to say, or I don't have the same energy behind it when I'm recording like when I'm doing a regular video. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just recording as I'm working out because it seems to have a better effect on what I say, or I guess more of how I say it, because I would probably say the same thing, but because I'm in between sets, my whole body's feeling different because I'm lifting weights, I'm feeling good. It's hard for me to come up with better ideas, or just, I guess to say, not even better ideas, just more emotion behind what I say. Because a lot of kind of what we do in training is more about how we feel than actually of who we are sometimes, which could arguably be the same thing. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say something inspiring. I'm just trying to find something inspiring to say, and I don't always have something inspiring to say. I want to tell some story about my journey with the bench press, my journey with powerlifting. Trying to find a way to be entertaining, be interesting, but also show people that you can really do it if you kind of put your mind to it. And it's not even really about accomplishing anything amazing like to the world, but I guess really more amazing to you. I guess a lot of the time what I'm doing is I'm actually just trying to amaze myself, and I hope that it amazes you a little bit, because I'm kind of surprised how well I'm doing, at least with the bench press, or just with everything in general, just lifting weights. Because never in my mind would I've ever thought that I would be able to get this strong. And actually what the biggest factor was just consistency and time. Just keep on working, keep on doing week after week, month after month, year after year, and make progress. And every time I think, I was like, God, I wish I started this so much sooner. Thinking back to when I was training, I had some knee pain and shoulder pain, which I still do. A lot of it has died down quite a bit because I was patient with it. I still train, I just trained around it. And if you keep training, you'll get stronger. There's like no way around that. So it's all really about mitigating injury and overuse and taking care of yourself. What makes training so difficult is the fact that a lot of why we train, or at least why I used to train so much, was purely aesthetics. I don't understand how people train just for health. I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe in health. I think health is important, but being healthy is not going to force you to push yourself to dangerous limits of overuse, injuries. Health is not exhilarating enough. But when you're trying to make yourself stronger for a sport like powerlifting, or co-workers in CrossFit that are training for CrossFit, they push themselves to ridiculous amounts of pain and arduous efforts and just so much different things that this is not for health, you realize, and that's how you find the best in you. And I'm using strength training as a way to find the best in me. Okay, so it's 11:26 a.m. Finishing up some warm-up sets. All right, so putting 185 on the bench. This is day number 3 of Smolov and all right, so I'm putting 185 on the bench. This is my workout for the day, Smolov day 3. What's on deck is 80% at 8 sets of 4. Going to be doing 245 as my working set. Just still getting warmed up. Takes me a little while to warm up. Hopefully I can get this workout within the next hour. Just really focus on being fast and furious, right? Very quick. And that felt pretty good. Pretty good, perfect set. 3 perfect reps. Bar speed was fast. And I have to say that I woke up this morning thinking, should I even work out today? I couldn't feel my hands because my hands hurt so much from deadlifting the day before. That was pretty tough. Hands feel pretty raw. I'm also hungry as hell. My hip flexor's bothering me. My high psoas, iliopsoas, is giving me some problems and hurts to bend down, hurts to sit. But oddly enough, for whatever reason, when I'm walking or I'm standing, it doesn't give me too much problem. So it's just super annoying. I actually do have warm-up music that I do play, and that warm-up music is what's playing now? Approaching the Night by Philip Wesley, Dark Night of the Soul. It's essentially my writing playlist on Spotify. I'll see if I can remember to link it in the video that I make this on. And it's pretty cool. Very relaxing. Sort of the calm before the storm. Because it is a storm and it's a very short storm. Significant amount of intensity in such a short period of time. Because that's what powerlifting is. It's basically putting all your eggs in one basket and then hoping that it pays off. Right? Preparing for that best rep, best set, or in the case of a powerlifting meet, you know, your attempt, especially a PR attempt. Today will be a PR for volume. 8 sets of 4 with 245 is pretty savage for me, and we're gonna find out how well I do. 2 days ago, I did 7 sets of 5 with 225 up to 235. Today is 8 sets of 4 with 245. Someone suggested I shouldn't do 4th day, which is going to be 265 for 10 sets of 3 if I'm natural. That's the question, am I natural? Of course I'm natural. If I wasn't natural, I'd look a hell of a lot better, that's for sure. So that was, in fact, set number 8, and I'm actually pretty impressed with myself. The only time I felt a little worried was maybe that's 6, just before I did my 6th set, or maybe my 7th set. I felt like I wasn't gonna make it, but I fucking made it. And that last set was pretty easy. I even tried to pause like a few milliseconds longer on my chest. And I just had this thought about like what I'm going to do on Friday, 2 days from now, when I do 255 or 265 for 10 sets of 3. I'm thinking I'm going to just take longer breaks and see if I can get through it. Kind of take a CrossFit time approach and give myself an hour from my first working set to my last. So basically the clock will start after my first working set, and we'll see if I let time expire, because I think that's really important. I time it because, I mean, I guess I could just say, oh, I'm going to get it done no matter what, but the reality is we have stuff we got to do. A lot of this stuff takes time, and we got other stuff we got to do. Yeah, that's really what it is. We got stuff we got to do, and shit takes time, and I was lifting for a living, I guess it would be a lot different story. But I think I'm pretty close to my limit to what I can actually spend time on for training, because I spend a crap load of time training. It doesn't directly allow me to earn a living. But anyways. I guess I should talk about this belt. I bought this pink belt on eBay, and I bought it because it looked like an Inzer. It can't be, but it feels pretty good quality. I bought it for $25, $10 shipping, so this was actually $35. And it's a pretty great value, I think. The main reason why I bought it is because I was looking for a belt that had a single buckle. It's still kind of cumbersome to put on. One thing that's kind of cool about buying a used belt is that it's already broken in. You don't have to worry about breaking it in. I know Nas has a blue Inzer belt, and that fucker is stiff as shit. It's a buckle belt though, so it's a little different. I'm guessing this is, let me get my other belt here. This is my RDX belt, and I don't know if you can see this, that there is definitely a difference in thickness. This is a little bit thicker. You know, I'm guessing this is probably, they say this is 10 millimeters, but it's actually I think 8 millimeters, maybe 9, and this is probably 10 millimeters. Man, 13 millimeters must fucking hurt like shit. Maybe this is 13. I'll probably give a chance and I'll just go ahead and measure it. Oh, the other thing too, it's obviously thicker because they're the same length. I think they're the same length. Let's go see. They are not the same length. Actually, this pink belt unknown brand is actually a little bit longer. Looks like about 8 inches, 6 inches. I can kind of see someone's name back here. Looks like it says JU, so probably Julie, the girl's belt. But it's all right. They matched my wrist straps, so there you go. I swear to God, if it didn't, in the description, it's funny how we buy things. In the description, it said a salmon color belt, and it actually looked a little white. Maybe I'll post a picture here for you to see. So, because they said it was salmon, if it said pink, I don't think I would have bought it. But I don't know.